Hey, what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. And guys, it has been a long ride, but we are here for
Yeah.
the season finale of Rap Shit on HBO Max, season 1, episode 8. This one is titled Something for the Road. Guys, I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. We are going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. You have been warned. And as you can see, of course, I'm not here by myself. I got my girl Tyra right here with Struggle Reviews TV. Ma'am, how are you today?
I am awesome. How are you?
Fantastic. I
That's
am
good.
excited to talk to you about this episode.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into it. But before we do, guys, if you love what me and Tyra has to say, both of our handles are on the screen. You can follow us on social media. Her information is in the description box of this video. And like always, guys, you can head over to my channel tab and bam, she is right there, smack dab on that second row. This is what
Mhm.
her channel looks like. Please subscribe to her channel as well and help this sister get to 1 billion subscribers.
Yeah.
But Tyra,
Please. Please.
that we would all be very, very happy. But ma'am, this is a very interesting episode.
Mhm.
Where are you at on it, man? Where are you at on it? Where how do you feel? I'm just gonna ask you like that. How you feeling about
Us-
it?
I liked a lot about the episode. I think it was good because it was kind of bittersweet because I'm like, wow, the show is actually kind of starting to pick up, and then it's like, well, that's it. It just seems like we wasted so much time building up to this moment to just like, oh, it's gone. I was just, I was getting pretty interested because we've been a little rocky on how we felt about the show, but there was some things here that I liked, and there were some things here that I did not like at all.
Okay, okay. I can say the same. I will say this at the very least, I was entertained
Yeah.
by this episode. It was entertaining, and I have to say we'll get to the details in the end. But I said to myself before I saw like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be back for season 2. I really don't care.
Mhm.
But the way it ended, I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta see what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
They can't just leave us like that.
Yes.
But I forget some of the names. The old friend that your girl Shawna was linking up with. They had a failed relationship, a
Mhm.
fallout. It was this gentleman right here talking to his girl Raina, talking about, hey, I gotta follow you around everywhere you go. But because she doing crazy drops like this
Oh.
right here, looking like a crazy person. I mean, semi, I ain't gonna get into all that. But what was I about to say? Man, my it slipped my thought. I was talking about Shauna's friend right here.
Mhm. Francois.
Wow, Francois, that's his
Yeah.
name. I forgot what point. Oh, Shauna is trying to get this deal with this guy right here, and we
Mhm.
find out how that's ending. Like, how did you expect this to end between the two of them? I mean, were you liking him, or did you want this to go anywhere, or do you trust him, or how you feeling about all that?
I mean, I trust him as far as Shauna goes. It seems like they have a lot of history. And with the Rain character, we can see that she is the definition of an artist who is not an artist. Like she is like, I'll leave you alone for 1 second to have a photo shoot and it goes viral and now you're being accused of, all this stuff. And she talked about green beans and collard greens and cornbread and stuff. Just a hot mess and it's going viral. So I trust him as far as Shauna goes. And he's also trying to, do damage control because it would be a good look for her to be associated with, I guess, an authentic act like Shauna and Mia, since she is, dipping her toe in the black pond.
Yeah, I got a good laugh out of that. She said
Yes.
her stuff tastes like greens and beans.
Green
She
beans,
also
collard
said
greens.
cake and some type of cake, and that's kind of interesting. I was just sitting here watching
He
it, just being
said
stupid
green
to my.
green beans and collard greens is something made from your mama house. Like what?
Yeah,
What
yeah, that's a bit much. These drops that people do can be quite funny.
are you?
It's funny. I don't know them personally, but it's just somebody I follow on Instagram. They're a large influencer, has like 1 million followers, and you would think that they are like an expert at doing these drops right here. But they
Mhm.
tried to do one, and they, of course, uploaded the bloopers, and it was funny. I mean, nobody was laughing at them; they was laughing with them.
Yeah.
But I hate these drops. It ain't me. And so I don't know. I kind of just thought about that when I was watching this right here, it was funny, it was entertaining. It was weird, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, Raina, get it together. They was making fun at your end, but we're gonna see how things play out with her in season 2. But did you get a good look at these right here, these comments on YouTube and make them out,
Is she having a stroke?
Yeah. Am I tripping or is this really racist? Poor baby needed to phone a black friend. I found out it's hilarious. I
Yes,
really did. I
it
really did.
was. Well,
I,
because she's just the face. Francois has made it very clear, like he, markets her, he writes for her, like he does everything. She's just, the forefront. She doesn't know how to conduct herself in scenarios like that one. Oh snap! Is it froze?
what's going on? Am I back? Can you hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you now. Something
Okay.
happened. It just froze, and you were like frozen in time for a second.
My bad. My bad. Do you want Cliff and Shawna to get back together? Do you care about that
No,
relationship?
no, for what? No, not at all. Like they didn't do a whole lot for us to care. They kind of started off already rocky and they never got back. I don't see what we're looking forward to for them to be like, oh, we want them to make it. You already know who I was shipping to get back together, and it damn sure wasn't Cliff and Shawna.
Was it Lamont and Mia?
Definitely.
Yes, yes. We see that they are get back together, and she got her
All
stuff out and all that. This is cute. I want them to be together too. I was laughing my behind off. The little girl is smart. She's like, hey, mama, that was a shirt that daddy had on yesterday. What's going on?
Yes.
I don't necessarily. I mean, are they not trying to confuse the child? I mean, I don't
Mhm.
understand what the big deal is.
Okay, sometimes that's when you spoke last stream about them jumping in. Like we don't know what this is yet. So let's not give her any bright ideas about mommy and daddy being back together too soon. Go out the window.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I mean, I kind of figured that was the thing, but I don't know. It just, of course, if it wasn't the father of the child, it was just some new man. You would want to do that, of course.
Yeah,
But
go out the
I didn't.
window, man.
I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that big a deal. I mean, the last episode they was having he was nice for her
Mhm.
and cooked in the kitchen and
Yeah.
the baby was in the middle and they're like, okay, kiss me on the cheek, kiss me on this cheek. Okay, do it at the same time. It was a beautiful Kodak moment. This could have been part 2, but you got your boy jumping out the window or whatever. So I guess. But how you feeling about Duke and Chastity? This character has really turned it around for me these past
Mm.
2 episodes. And while I don't agree with every move, I do like the energy for the most part as far as just hustling and getting things done. And this
Mhm.
conversation right here between the two of them was quite funny to me. How did you feel about it?
I hated all things Duke this episode. All of it.
Really? Why?
All of it.
Why?
All of it. Like, I absolutely hate the way they developed her character so far in them attaching this whole pimp thing. I don't think it's befitting at all. I don't think it's believable. Like I really I don't know. It just did something to me in this episode. Like it was very like she was pretty Tony or something. I was like, I'm not liking any of this. Like I didn't like the way that they ended her off. I can really buy Duke as, a hustler. She's trying to be a manager, more of a promoter. But the pimp side and the uncle just pretty much saying, hey, you've been being too nice. Like, don't forget who you are. You gotta let you know what it is. I was like, I absolutely hated every moment that we got with Duke in this episode.
So did you like her beforehand and this and the
Yeah,
last? Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
I liked
okay.
her. I liked her very much so beforehand, but the way that because we don't know if this show is going to be renewed or and I'm sure once it is, it's going to be a little while before we get it. But just to know that this is where her character is going, and the whole I've been saying that she needs to get something in writing, with the group, make her stake known. Like I have been helping, but the way that she went about it, and it was this whole pimp like mentality. I didn't. And then I think we have Pretty V later in the episode. Like I need you and all this bottom B type stuff. Like I was not interested at all.
I got you. I got you. Well, that's interesting, guys. You let us know what you think in the comments section. I kind of skipped over this because it wasn't really anything to talk about for the most part of Shawna going back to work the next morning, other than this lady right here being upset because her AC is kind of messed up. And so I don't know if you have any commentary there, but that was funny. She
Didn't
also
just
let
get her. Oh,
huh?
go ahead.
I was gonna say
I
the
say
friend.
nothing. We're just getting to see how miserable Shawna is, and she just feels like kind of like it's over. I messed up. Now I'm back in the last place I want to be. And she's also look. I just was like, oh, Shawna is the last person who should have been trying to seduce and scheme anything. She just doesn't read the room. It's like, oh, where's Maurice? I've been texting and calling. He not here. Where could he be? Like, where do you think he is?
Yes, you was right. We can go. You was right. It flew right over my head. He was like, B. I was because I think the last episode we was like, or the one before that, like, is that it, Tyra? Did I leave anything out? You was like, oh, are we not gonna talk about Maurice in jail? I'm
He's
like,
in jail.
what are you talking about? I didn't see no cops come and get him. You're like, B, the writing is on the wall. And you
Yeah.
was right, ma'am. He was
Yes.
in jail. And
Locked up.
I have some commentary as far as that's concerned because Shawna was acting crazy as
Mhm.
hell. That was funny to
Oh
me.
gosh. But we
But
do have the employee there saying that, oh, Maurice is always gonna look out for Maurice, like don't get attached. He's
right.
he's on his own wave. I was like, oh, what does that mean?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you think that she had some type of relationship with Maurice too? Like got in them
Definitely.
guts?
They was talking like Maurice was a pass around at the job.
Yeah, that's quite interesting right there.
Yeah.
Who came on to who though? Did Maurice come on to Shawna, or did Shawna come on to Maurice, or was it kind of just were
It's
they
a little bit of
magnets?
both.
I don't a little bit of both. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I got you. I couldn't remember. Now, how do you feel about the friends here? The Miss
Oh.
Bougie 1 and Bougie 2 acting sedity and all kind of crazy. It's fun. I still like her though as an actress. It's something
Hmm.
about her that was on Insecure. I'm being silly, calling on that. But how
Yeah.
did you feel about this right here and them getting ready to go to the club? I laughed my butt off because she was like, "You ready to go?" She's like, "Yeah, y'all. Where y'all going? You leaving me?" Oh well, you was acting all sad and stuff. All you got to do is say something. It's like, well, you was one trying to have a sister girl time, and she's like, I was, and like I laughed. I took it back a few times, but I don't know. Did that do anything for you? And how did you feel? How do you feel about the friends? Are they especially
Annoying.
with the way it ended and they was in the car? I'm just
Mhm.
really curious on how
The
you felt.
friends are annoying. I mean, the friends are, we know these friends. They're cool. They're a good time, but for the most part, they can be a little annoying. But they were there to of course support their friend and give me exactly what she needed. And they never liked Shawna from the beginning, so that's
Right.
exactly what she wanted. Like, see, I told you this is what we warned you about, and that's just like, hey, these are my two friends, my day ones. Forget Shawna. I'm just at that point we see her just kind of trying to just drop the rap thing altogether. And then once she gets to the club and she kind of gets the spotlight on her, like she's a little local celebrity, then she's kind of rethinking maybe I shouldn't just drop seduce and scheme just yet.
Yeah. I like the way you put that. I do like the way you put that. Chastity is calling right now and getting annoyed, getting ignored, excuse me.
Yes.
And her your girl Shawna right here. I don't know why she would send that text message. I thought that was a bad idea, just kind of saying, hey, like he just didn't drop that bomb on you last time. I don't understand that reaction at all. Yeah, I fucked
She's
this girl
just
that you.
desperate in this episode because she can't,
That's true.
Mia's gone and she can't get in touch with Maurice. And it's like, well, I always have Cliff. Like she's just kind of taking a look at herself and she's not liking, like, how did I get so far off track from what I wanted to be as far as a rapper? I need to get back to that. Let me attach myself back to, normacy. Let me find Cliff. Let me, reach out to a friend, especially when he drops this bomb here, like, yeah. She's like, I was in jail. It's like, what? Threw her whole phone on the
Mm,
bus. I was like, why are you
mm,
throwing your own
mm.
phone?
Yeah.
Is the phone tapped? Like, if it is, you gonna tell everything. Like, shut up.
Right.
She was not about this life at all. Like, she is already instantly a nervous wreck. And I'm like, you should have thought about that before.
It was hilarious seeing her in this panic right here. She deserves it because I mean, I want to like Shawna, but I just don't like her. I don't, So I was just kind of like, hey, it is what it is. You got it coming. So that's one thing. I know you didn't really care about, her being a pimp, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I do like people to kind of just stand up for themselves, and
Yeah.
she kind of did that right there, which is unexpected. Hey, I do need you. What is this we? This is my shit. You know, now the lady here, I mean, she's a grown woman. She's making her choice. Living the
Yes.
life she wants, and so I can't get mad at Duke for talking to her that way. But yeah, I do like the fact that Duke.
I was peeped that she met up with Duke at the pawn shop getting her necklace out. I was like, oh.
I got
Duke
you.
is because I was surprised. I was gonna ask you about that. Did you know the entire time of the show Duke has been sleeping in her car? Apparently, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I was excited. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm like, I didn't put that connection together. I knew she had a little tough situation with the uncle, but there have been multiple moments. We know we see her opening the trunk, closing the trunk. I guess that was just supposed to maybe be a big reveal. But I'm like, did I miss something about Duke living in her car?
Yeah, that one flew over my head. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some comments. How did you miss that? But it is.
I
Some
didn't
people
know
agree
either.
with us. They don't. Some people don't. It's all good. But I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. But now they're at the club and they was able to somewhat get in by themselves, without the
Yeah,
help from
off the
anybody else.
strength of Mia.
Right, right. And I like it. They having good fun, shaking ass. They did get kicked out for standing up on the couch or whatever. But how do you feel about this gentleman over here that's buying them drinks and all of that? If I can get to it. But I mean I don't know why, but it's just something about her. What is her real name from Insecure? That's the friend of, is it Toya?
Her name is Dominique Peer. Her name was Tasha on the show.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why. Tyra. It's just something about her that I like. I
Yeah,
don't I
she
don't know
has
what.
just like this authentic thing, about herself.
There you go. That's yeah. I don't know. I found her fascinating and insecure. I find her
Yeah,
fascinating
it
now. Is
doesn't
it?
feel like she's acting. It just feels like she's just there.
Yeah, it's she got an energy to her
Yeah.
that I am fond of. So shout out Miss Dominique. Miss Dominique. I follow her on Instagram. I haven't been in her DMs and I'm not, but
Yeah,
uh,
she be
you know,
twerking on there. She be dancing. I've been
oh,
on there.
really? Oh, okay. I gotta go check that out. I guess I missed all those posts. I'm pretty sure she does a
Yeah,
good
she's
job
a
at that.
dancer.
Okay. Oh, she no, for real, for real, for real.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Like she dances for fun, or she's a dancer.
She's a dancer,
Oh,
dancer.
damn! I didn't know that. Thank you, Tyra. I appreciate the heads up. I know what I'm anyway. But now I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But now, how'd you feel about this guy right here, Captain Saver?
Yeah.
In a way, how did you like him? Buying the drinks and buying the bottles. You
Not at
know,
all. He could get out
no.
my face. I was like, no, Mia. I just felt like she was making the wrong choice in the moment because you see that she's just trying to like lay low. Like, I'm just trying to think about Lamont in our situation. And this is the same guy who didn't care enough to apologize to you last episode when he spilled strong ass white Hennessy on you. But all of a sudden, like, oh, she's a little popular, she's getting, a shout out, and then, he's checking for her now and sending her bottles when he didn't care at first, when he didn't know who she was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're definitely going to be talking about that. The conversation that they had at the IHOP or the Denny's or whatever. That was quite interesting as well. But before we get there, I was laughing at this at Shawna trying to run home and just nervous panic and all this. She's
Oh.
running by. First of all, I don't know why you didn't delete all this stuff a long time ago. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
what's she saving it for?
Well,
Like,
yeah. When you get
God.
the money, delete it immediately. Immediately. I'm like, she's like, "Da-da-da-da-da." I'm like,
Tap, tap,
this
tap, 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 with so
moron
many.
clearing the data, clearing the cache. Like I didn't get that at all. But I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me out. But I was laughing. I mean, I honestly don't enjoy people well, no, if they deserve it, I do. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody deserves it, I'm like, ha 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 ha. Your boy B can be petty, and I'm not gonna lie. You son of a bitch, type. So I was kind of laughing to myself with all this, just like Shawna, you just you stealing money from people. Like this is what you get. This is what you deserve. You can't just be robbing people. So I don't know. Did you get the same satisfaction as I did with her panicking, or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. I mean, not so much satisfaction, but just her just kind of crumbling, like, oh my God, this is too much. Like all of this pressure is weighing in on me. I just can't take it. I'm just gonna be destructive. I'm like, you did all of this by yourself. This is nobody else's fault but you. And then we just get down to the bottom of it. She just feels like she's losing, the walls are closing in, and she's like, I just need a win. I just want to win. Like, yeah, that's what got you into this in the first place. I really didn't feel like she learned much of anything this episode.
I didn't either. Yeah, I didn't either. You get what you deserve, Shauna. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. I mean it. But yeah, man. Old dude right here. I just didn't like his energy at all.
Mhm.
He just. I don't know. I mean, just a little too aggressive. in my opinion. But
Mm,
sometimes people like that. I'm not gonna make. I'm not gonna pretend like I've always put my best foot forward as well. But
mm,
we live and we learn. But I'm gonna say my commentary on him in just a moment when we actually get there. But what do we have right here? Some text messages. She's waiting, or not text messages, excuse me, just some notifications on her phone.
yeah.
But what I do like though is her friend Francois right here
Mhm.
is when she was like, "Hey, can we work together?" And he was basically like, "Yeah, you my girl, you
Yeah.
my sister. We always gonna have our ups and downs. We're always gonna fall out, or not always fall out, but we're always gonna bump heads. But we can always come back to it." It
Yeah.
reminds me of just a friend I have who gets on my goddamn nerve, but I love him to death. I love him like a brother. And if he wasn't a part of my life, I would be miserable. But damn,
Yeah.
he's annoying sometimes, and I kind of thought about that when they were having this discussion, but looks
Mhm.
like you can relate as well.
Yeah, that was just that. I was just happy that he didn't, hold any grudges because they didn't, end off on the best note. And then they have animosity even from the beginning. So it was nice to just go, like, hey, I don't even care about that. Of course, I'm going to, work with you. But you see, she had to drop that facade that she had up, the Christian Dior shirt, all of the extraness. Like, no, I'm struggling. I need a win. Like she had to humble herself. So that was nice to see. It's a little late
Yeah.
for that,
Yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
she had
Yeah.
to,
Good
she had
point.
to humble herself and
Yeah.
go admit, I need a win and you could help me with that.
Big time. Big time. Big time. But now we are coming up to this diner scene of this breakfast meeting, this IHOP, and yeah, I'm loving that energy. It's fun, interested that they're not all in the same booth, And I was kind of thinking like this was, I mean, of course, we've all, been in the parking lot, went to Whataburger, Denny's, IHOP after the club, which is kind of a normal thing. It's so much fun, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this the after party and all that. And I was just thinking like how perfect it was, but then I'm just thinking some people are like, oh no, your first date shouldn't be, with food in your mouth. But I don't know, it just worked here, and I thought about that. It was a nice moment that turned into a disaster, in my opinion. They over here
Mm.
getting to know each other, and this dude reveals that he's like, yeah, I was in juvie. I'm thinking that okay, he probably stole a couple of bags of chips from the store and got caught. This dude done broke into
Yeah.
somebody's house and murdered the owner. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like that came out of nowhere. And he gonna have the nerve to be like, now don't do that. You're scared. Did I scare you? Motherfucker,
Yeah.
yes. Like, I don't want to die. Are you gonna come kill me if I don't call you tomorrow? Like, where did this come from? And he said it so casual, like it was like, like he just got into a street fight or something. Yeah, I was just there. The homeowner was there, and I just remember the gun was pointed at me, and I just pulled a trigger. Did he die? Yeah, he died. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Tara, I was not expecting that. That I was like, am I watching the same show? How did you feel about that? Because it shook me. It shook me.
I just was amazed at how Mia was just trying to, instantly connect to them. Like, yeah. Oh, you know about the food? Oh yeah, I'm from around here. Oh yeah, he know about that. Oh, you killed some niggas. Yeah, my daddy killed some niggas too. He in jail too. Oh my God. Like what? No, no, like
Not a
just
badge
the
of honor, you
like
know.
I can relate to, the whole experience. I'm just thinking about my dad. Like she's just connecting the dots as to, what she likes about him in this one moment. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, you don't know him.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
know
horrible.
anything about him. Like he was very unapologetic at that party, like low key, disrespectful. And then I thought it was funny how she is attaching herself to him for doing what she was trying to accuse Lamont and worried about him doing. You're trying to attach yourself to me because I guess he's a rapper or or something like that.
Producer,
And
promoter.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
one of those things. And it's just like, yeah, he's trying to attach himself to you for the same reason that you were thinking about. Maybe I don't want to be with Lamont for this reason. If somebody's going to be with me, it needs to be for the right reason. Clearly, I don't think this dude is that. She just sees the allure and what's in his face, and he has status and money, and she's so quickly to just run over to that bag. And it kind of put it into perspective where her mindset is and where she is. Like I felt like she was kind of maturing a little bit throughout the show, and this just brought me right back to Queens, the OnlyFans. Oh, this how a bad bitch get in the like your priorities are once again on the wrong thing.
Yeah, yeah. These hoes ain't loyal. That's exactly what I'm thinking about, especially the little montage we got at the end with her treating a certain somebody a certain way. We're gonna get there
Oh.
though. We oh Tyra, we gonna get there. Ah, damn it. But yeah, man, the dude got his fans and they taking pictures. And at first I couldn't tell her. They trying to take a picture with her or Maya, but they end up doing both. And I'm not gonna lie. Where is that image at? It was this one was kind of cute. I'm like, look at that little family photo reflecting off the mirror. That was adorable. But this right here was super weird, man. You giving her all these stacks of money to
Uh-huh.
call you tomorrow? Like I'm not cool with that at all.
Mm.
I'm not cool with him doing it. I'm not cool with Maya accepting the money. I think that's extremely dangerous. Ladies, if a man look, if a man is doing that, he's gonna want something in return. You have
Mhm.
a 0.00001% chance that they're just doing it out of the kindness of the heart and not gonna want nothing back. But this is dangerous. I mean, this is a kind of be funny. I was laughing at your girl Dominique, just like, oh hey, give me a stack. I want to feel it. I want to rub it on my whatever she said. That was kind of funny. But at the same
Yes.
time, and the way the friend in the passenger seat was coaching her, like, look, and it reminds me of a line from the Will Smith movie. I think that came out in 2005 or 2006 called Hitch. I know you've seen it or heard of it at least.
Yeah.
But when he was telling, I think it was Ryan James, like, hey, either tonight you're going to be just some guy that she went to something
Mhm.
with, or happily ever after. The friend was like, you just going to be some chick that he was kicking it with this one random night, or you going to be the next big thing. And she was like, this is a come up for you. And I just found all that interesting, how just the mindset changes and the energy goes up and down. Tara, how'd you feel about all that?
I was like, oh, look at these birds.
Mm, well put, man. Well put. Well
Look
said.
at these birds. Like it just looked all I didn't like everything in my ear cut off, and all I heard was that's all I heard. I just heard chucking and clucking. Like they were just so eager and happy. Like you could just tell, like you can always tell when somebody doesn't have much and what they place value in. Like she's ready to call him now, like go to his house, have sex with him. Girl, this is your like, no, this is
Yeah,
not
she
that at
said a
all.
wash machine. Yeah.
Not the washing machine. I was just pretty much over it. Then they like sprinkle like acid on like Lamont, who Lamont, whatever Lamont, like we're on to bigger and better things. Like y'all don't even know this man. And I think at this moment, not only is he after her for maybe like that little clout or like what she could possibly be, but it's also like that chase and oh, she's turning me down now. But if you're so easily lured in by some stacks, what happens after you do give in or whatever? What is he? Because clearly how he's moving, he has options, and I don't think it's gonna be what she thinks it is.
She's gonna get her feelings hurt part two. And I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. But Chastity is at the park. She's like, we need to have a meeting. God damn it. Y'all
Oh,
need me. I'm up here getting y'all and rubbing elbows with Timberland. I'm getting y'all on stage. Mia,
yes.
let the ego go. And this was perfect. That's all I gotta say. I loved it. I loved it.
Mhm.
Chastity Duke is doing her thing. How'd you feel about this checkmate move right here?
I mean,
And
once again, I was happy that I was like, finally, dude. I was hoping she was gonna pull a paper, a contract, something to sign out of her back pocket. Because once again, we're just saying what things are. But as we can see after the conversation, like I always said from the beginning, Shawna has never, included you, in their plan. She's always been waiting for an opportunity to get rid of you. So I was just hoping that she would solidify something, but I just felt like it was a bunch of talk, but it was something that she needed to say because she's been kind of being pulled along and stringed and just making stuff happen. And what are you getting out of it? And I'm still wondering, like, what are you going to get out of it? She needs to have something in writing, on
yeah,
the legal side instead of just verbiage of, I can take all this away, get it together. Like, yeah, that's cool, in the streets for pimp talk, but you can't relay that here. I'm just
that
saying,
is
like,
true.
you
That
can,
is true.
tell the pretty V, your friend, your bottom bitch that you can tell her that, but you can't say that and then still expect it to, roll over, even though she does end up, of course, getting loyalty as far as Mia is concerned. But I'm hoping that this doesn't come back to bite her.
You know what's funny? I never looked at this actress before this, but she's actually very pretty
Oh yeah.
in real life. This is my first time seeing her
Really?
in real life. I
Well,
was
she's
like, let me see
really
what.
pretty in the
Yeah,
show.
I was like, let me see what she looks like. I mean, I mean, man, but she doesn't present
Well,
herself
not
as a
in this shot
right.
we got here, but but yeah,
Yeah,
she's a very, very pretty lady.
Okay, yeah, this is news to me. I didn't know this, and so I'm gonna have to look at some other pictures professionally just to check that out. Check that out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, I like the way Mia checked Shawna
Oh
right there.
yeah. Oh
Talking about
yeah.
no, it is your fault. You know, Chastity is right. Duke is right. You do got an ego. So big
Not
ups to Maya
even
right
that.
there.
I like when she said like if she's not included, then I don't want to do it. I was like, they don't apply to Lamont because she was like, I'm riding for whoever riding for me. I need people around me I can trust. So if Chastity isn't included in this, I don't want anything to do with it. And then in turn, we have I was glad Shawna was honest in that moment. Like, girl, I mean, we ain't even gotta be friends. We can just do business. Like, yes, let's just keep it, be honest with yourself, because she's been putting up a facade trying to, you know, make it seem like one thing. She's always had her own agenda. Now she's being at least honest about it.
Right on. This was stupid as hell.
Oh Lord.
Maya, Mia, what are you doing? You moron. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This shit right here
Lamont,
pissed me off.
Lamont.
Oh, you dirty, dirty, dirty woman, Maya. Oh, you the way you treated your you are
Oh,
horrible. You are horrible. This man, Tyron, I'm gonna rub it in the face too. We rubbing it in the face. We being petty 9,000. This man held you down when you I don't know what to do, and I got kicked out the hotel room, and my baby don't love me. He gonna cook for you, and he gonna take care of the baby, what you supposed to do. He trying to leave. You gonna seduce him, smash him, all this, kick him out the window, and now you want to kick him to the curb. Like, yeah, I'm trying to do me. I don't know what you're trying to do, but blah 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 blah. Are you fucking serious?
oh
She
man.
deserves every negative thing that comes her way the next episode or two. Like, it's that's horrible. This
Oh,
that's horrible. That's horrible. I mean, it's okay for women to do stuff like that,
it's
but for
not.
God to do it, we oh God, you ain't shit. You full of shit. Ah! I've said my piece. How'd you feel about that? I
I was
couldn't. I
very,
wouldn't.
very disappointed. Very disappointed. Like I already knew where she was going when she, putting all her money on there. Like we already knew what she was prioritizing when she took it. But the fact that she could be honest with Lamont, and it's just like I'm on to bigger and better things. Like I think she said if we would have been together, we would have did that. Like I ain't going
Yeah.
backwards. And he's like, what? Like really? Like I was just glad like Lamont just walked off, and it was just like, you know what? I don't need this. Like because I would have went the fuck off. I would have went off. Like, you're not just gonna play with my emotions like this. Like, especially after last episode, even before you coming on to me, I gave you a nod. Like, are you sure this is what you want
Yeah.
to do? They had to talk afterwards in the bedroom about where they are in the headspace. We woke up together. Like, clearly he came like, all right, I'm gonna go see my baby. It's like, nah, get out. We not right now. I'm on to bigger things.
Even if he wasn't on some, I want to see my baby. It could have just been another dick appointment. But just the way even her treating him like that, that's just ridiculous. You are no good. You are no good, Mia. Like I the spot. That's horrible. But anyway, shout out Lamont. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, my brother. We here for you. We here
Don't
for you.
try to come back, Mia.
Yeah. Just godly, don't. But your girl is
Shawna
looking.
look good in this dress.
She do. She is looking nice and thick. I will say that she will get it. But your girl Rain over here apparently forgot that she's white, and Francois had to remind Mia over there, like, hey, what's going on. But that was kind of funny. But she was going in right now to, I don't know what she was doing. Maybe she had to go to the restroom or something. But I got the wrong thing up. They're asking about her at the end of the
Yes.
episode. The police are here. The police are here, and she's looking nervous as hell. And that is it. Did you see the post-credit scene, Tyra?
Yes, if you hadn't said anything, I would have just cut it off because it's all the way at the end. Like, where you going, Shawna? Where you
Right.
going?
She tries to break away and run. And the only reason I knew this was in the post-credit is because when the episode was over, I just let it play and I went to the restroom and I came back and I heard, I was like, wait a minute, there's more to go. And I was like, rewinded. I'm like,
where did she go? And like, just incriminate yourself more. You gonna run off, Shawna?
That was the slowest, most pathetic run ever. Like she was going negative miles an hour. But all her heinous acts and evilness has caught up with her, and she is going to jail. But
Did Marie snitch?
did you say did Marie snitch?
Yeah.
I'm thinking so because he's out. He's out of jail.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So how you feeling about all this, man? The Raina being shake her ass first. Don't forget about that. And also
Oh,
Shawna getting busted at work, for credit card theft and fraud and all that.
I just was I mean, it was different to look at their whole dynamic, when they started off, oh, we're together, sisterhood, and they're like, all right, we're going on tour. Y'all thought it was over. Like, put the camera down, it's over. And they all, separate. Like, this is strictly business at this point. So that is really, really different. But Rain, she's doing what she's supposed. Like, I don't expect anything from her. Like, she's doing what she's supposed. She's the face. She's the package. As far as goddamn Shawna, like, I mean, we saw it coming. We were anticipating it happening. I'm just upset that she did this. Her and Maurice, like, you did this out of the place that you work. Like, they didn't even have to go nowhere to find you. Like,
Right,
you
right,
did it
right.
out of where you work, and she just incriminated herself. She looked caught, like she does not have a poker face. She's not built for any of this. And then you ran. Like, where were you going?
Nowhere. Yeah. At least kick the heels off, man. You know what would have been funny is if they tackled her in the pool or something.
Then
Would've been-
somebody's yelled in the background, no, Shawna, no. Like,
Right, 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 right. I didn't expect that, Tyra. Did you?
no,
No.
I was expecting her to get. I forgot about it for a brief second because I'm like, we're getting down to the very end because they love to give away every little thing in the trailer. So I remembered the police rolling up in the hotel in the trailer. So I was anticipating that, but I was thinking that they would be coming for Maurice, and then we would leave off with maybe what's going on there with Shawna. But no, they like solidify like you're going to jail.
Yeah, yeah, she's going to jail. So, like, how did you feel that this concluded? How did you feel this ended? Are you satisfied? Are you happy? You're on the fence. How you feeling?
I feel like it ended pretty well for what it was. Like I said, we weren't, super amazed by the show, and it's a grower, definitely. But with how it concluded, I will say it's enough for me to check out a second season.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not over here excited about it. Just saying, like, well, I can't wait for season 2 to come. But I am now invested in these characters, and I do want to know what happens next, especially because both of them are despicable in a sense. I mean, I just don't care. I mean, Shauna has a stick up her ass anyway, but then you're going around doing credit card theft and fraud. Mia is she is trying to seduce people, but she's scheming them, and she's end up, I can't even think what I'm trying to say right now. She's the one that's ended up getting. She's playing games, and she's the one that ended up getting schemed. She's a good
Yeah, I
mother,
think that's
but
the point. I think we're going to see this. I'm not praying on her downfall or anything, but I feel like this is going to blow up in her face, especially with how she did Lamont in the end.
yeah, that's just horrible. That is just effing awful, man. I mean, I'm not Lamont not perfect either, but he
No,
didn't
not at
deserve
all.
that. You was passionate about that. Oh no, not at all. Yeah,
He
but he didn't.
gave them all, but hey,
Yeah,
he was coming around. But she wasn't thinking about the ramifications. Like, this not only affects, you two, but you guys have a daughter. He's not going to be gone forever. You still have to
right.
have a relationship with this person.
Right, 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 right. Well, Tara, what did I leave out? Is there any thing that I didn't cover that's important that we should go
Oh
over?
no. I think that is pretty much. I think we did everything. That we covered everything pretty thoroughly this time.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for our rap shit on HBO Max season 1, episode 8, season finale called Something for the Road. Again,
Yeah.
let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the chat. This is not live, but the replay chat. What you thought
Yes.
about the episode, what you thought about our comment section, all that good stuff, because we would love to hear all of your thoughts. Again, if you love what we have to say, you can follow both of us on social media. Our handles are on the screen. Tara's information is in the description box of this video. And like I said at the beginning, she is on my channel tab right there. And
Yes.
Tara, while we are here, why don't you let the good people know what you have going on your channel right now?
Oh, a ton of throwback content. I just started talking about raising Canaan, so check out those videos. Of course, I have my rap shit videos up, and I'm also discussing the Mike Tyson show available on Hulu, and I should have a 5 Heartbeats review coming up pretty soon, so that should be a bomb time. Be sure to check that out.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. On
Yeah.
my channel, if this is your first time joining me, you'll get movie reviews, spoiler movie reviews. Got some series reviews right here, like Hulu, the Mike Tyson series, Tekken, She-Hulk. Moon Knight, Halo. Got a weekly movie news roundup show, some interviews, and then my weekly breakdowns of TV shows. Like I said, Mike Tyson on Hulu, She-Hulk, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, of course, Rap Shit, and Peep Valley. I probably need to take that down since that show has wrapped. Also, by the time you see this, my reviews for the first 2 episodes for the Lord of the Rings of Power will be up. And also my review for Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul will be up as well. And my reaction video for the new horror Winnie the Pooh movie. I'm actually going to record that, Tyra, right after we're done here. Like, there's a rated
I'm
R
like,
Winnie the Pooh
what?
movie. Yeah. And I see her face. So make sure you subscribe and go check that out. I'm laughing at you right now. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's going to wrap it up for us. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Tyra, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.